What's up? Bill McCleskey in the building with
my boy.
He said my boy.
Just be smooth. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie.
Yo, we got the hottest podcast in the nation. TechDontSleep.com. Follow us today.
Can't stop to lie. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie. Ain't no Chico. Just be smooth. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie. Can't stop to lie. Won't stop to lie. Ain't no Chico. Just be smooth.
Y'all can count. That's pretty good. Welcome. I don't even know where I'm looking, y'all. But, hey, this segment, y'all, we have none other than Aireka Harvell of Nodat. NodatPlace.com is the website, right? So NodatPlace.com, check it out. It's an incredible app. What's the app do, real quick?
So it helps businesses basically connect with consumers through mobile marketing. So flash content, email marketing, have you heard of that?
No. You said eFOMO?
Well, it's not FOMO marketing, but ephemeral.
Ephemeral. That sounds like a cryptocurrency, actually.
Hey, but before we get into all that.
Oh, but hold on. Let's talk about, just tell me what ephemeral is right quick.
It's like short-lived content. Like, almost like Snapchat.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
short-lived.
That's deep.
Yeah.
All right. What's up, baby?
So before we do all that, we are going to play a little game.
Okay.
And the game, the game is called I Got 5 on it. It's like our icebreaker questions.
Okay.
So basically, you have 5 seconds to answer all these questions. Like
Each question.
Each question 5 seconds or all of them?
Each question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I got
Just
scared.
like this.
Okay.
So you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Now,
Let me get in my
before you answer the first question, do we get to engage after each question? Or
No.
Okay.
Oh, for real? So at the end, we just come back. Okay,
Let
gotcha.
me get in my power mode. Hold on. All right.
Uh-oh. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Ready?
You ready? Okay.
Let's go. Do you prefer your toilet paper under or over?
Over.
Wine or liquor?
Okay.
Rap or R&B? What's one habit you're trying to get rid of?
Ha!
Two.
All right, next. What's your most used emoji?
Smiley face.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest?
None.
Flats or drums?
Drums.
Christmas or Halloween?
Christmas.
Passenger or driver?
Driver.
Sweet or unsweet tea?
Sweet tea.
Okay. Barbecue or taco?
Barbecue.
Coke or Dr. Pepper?
Coke.
Key Sweat or Ginuwine?
Sweat.
Apple or Android?
Apple always.
That's right. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Pizza Hut or Papa John's?
Papa John's.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Uber or Lyft?
Lyft.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Online shopping or in-person shopping?
In person.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That habit. Y'all was trying to get me on now, but I'm like, oh, I want to display
Can I ask you a
that.
question? I mean, you said none for social media. Like, what's
I
up
don't
with
like
that?
social media. I'm on it because you have to be, right? But I don't like social media like that.
Which one do you get business from? Which platform?
Facebook.
Really?
Facebook and LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram we use just for like engagement, but we haven't gotten any traffic off of that for Instagram. But most of our leads come from Facebook and LinkedIn. But I'm on it because I have to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Okay. Now, I got something else to ask you about one of your answers here.
Okay.
Keep Sweat or Ginuwine? You said Keep Sweat, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Keep Sweat song?
Man, why do you gotta ask me
that?
We want to know.
Hold on. I can't think of one right now.
Ain't no telling me no again.
Oh man, I can't think of one.
I want that. Oh, dog. They just coming to me right now.
Yeah, but
Now, if you ask me for a Ginuwine song, I can't.
I can tell you a Ginuwine song, but he's not. I chose Keith Sweat because Keith Sweat is a legend. He's a mogul and he's fine with it. But
Even our producer knows Keith Sweat.
Yeah, see, she didn't know. to me was like a one and done.
One and done?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, to me.
Ginuwine.
I don't listen to.
He was kind of bubblegum, you know. Dang, I'm dogging the brother.
No, he was okay. He wasn't like, no.
Ride my pony.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only time.
What is he talking about? Okay. Why Lyft over Uber?
Because my kids go to work. They all go to work and they don't have a car yet. So I'm lifting them to work and they're just cheaper.
Oh, okay. Lyft is cheaper than Uber?
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially if you schedule an hour in advance.
Okay, gotcha.
So why would you choose Apple over Android?
Because I can put everything follows everything. I have multiple devices and it follows everything. And it's easy for me to get on my data. Man, I went to Utah to pitch, and before I left, I lost all of my information from my deck. Right? I had to buy a new MacBook.
Was your computer crash or something?
Yeah, I went overseas. I went to the Dominican Republic, and somehow water got in my Mac.
I saw the pictures too. And you went overseas. Okay.
And so I had to buy a new Mac, but it was easy for me to recreate my deck. I had to pitch within 2 days, and so it was easy for me to recreate my deck.
Yeah. Now that's cool because you're pitching. You're still raising money. So we're gonna dive into your business, I think, in another segment. But it's good to learn a little bit more about you. You prefer Keith Sweat. You think he's fine, but you can't name none of his songs.
That's because I'm getting older. It's like, and then I told y'all, like, seriously, if it's not important at that moment, it's gonna be hard for me to go and grab it.
I feel you. Okay. Did you work out today?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. I ask everybody that. It's a random question.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling.
I didn't know he was doing the second.
Okay, now we're back. We are back.
Okay.
With Aireka Harvell.
Hey, first off, can we just say something right quick? Aireka spells her name. It's probably on the bottom of the screen right now. She spells her name Air, and then
Like the air.
Yes.
Aireka.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything behind that? Are you named after anybody or?
No, my mom did that. It's the French spelling of Aireka.
I love it because when I first saw your name, I was trying to, say something else, and then people were like Aireka. I was like, oh wow, that is Aireka. That makes sense. But anyway,
there is a secret though that I don't tell anybody. So when I was born though, it was spelled Eireka, and then my mom changed it to Aireka. So either way it go, it would have been.
So what's on the birth certificate?
Aireka, Aireka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of like Martin Luther King's. He was named Michael.
What?
Michael Luther King.
I didn't know.
No, he was named Michael King, and his dad had this premonition, and he said, "My son is gonna, be a leader and all this stuff." And he changed it. He named him after Martin Luther, who was,
We might need to cross reference that.
You ain't never heard of that?
It's true, man. In fact, I think Michael's on his birth certificate.
Wow.
I promise you, man. But you'd be surprised, what you can find on a birth certificate. Anyway, I really want this platform to help other entrepreneurs, especially in the technology space. And, I love what you're doing. I see your work ethic. I see your hustle and your grind. And for you to go out here and work in this tech space as a Black woman and get traction and, raise money, get customers and push forward is inspirational, but it's also valuable for other people to know what you're doing and how you're doing it. So I really want to talk about, your business and how you got started. So just tell us, like, how you got started, how you came up with the idea, and what's your end game?
Yeah, so how I came up with the idea is kind of funny and kind of long. My son, in 2016, he was 14, and he came running in my room mad because his friends were teasing him on Snapchat because they were at this water park and it was the last day of summer, and the park was closing down. And he came running in my room and he said, "Mom, did you know there's a new water park here?" And I said, "No, I didn't know that." So I started calling around and asking family and friends if they had heard about it, and only one person had heard about it. And so I asked her, why didn't she post any pictures or anything on social media, because that's where we get our information. and she said, she didn't think about it. She was like, we were just having fun. Like, I didn't think to post anything. And so I started thinking to myself, like, how do we get more locals to talk about, what they know locally and promote, small businesses when they're happy versus when they're pissed off? Because the only time we do that is we want to say, this business ain't did this, So I said, somebody needs to build an app that rewards locals and call it Nodat. And my son said, why don't you do it? And so I spent about a week.
You actually came up with the name and everything when you said it,
I came up with the name at probably like 2 a.m. in the morning. I was just like writing names in one of my journals that I keep, and that was the name I ended up circling. But I spent about a week. I downloaded Xcode on my MacBook. Spent about a week trying to code my own app, and then I said, forget this. It was hard.
So you don't have a tech background?
I do not. I know I'm self-taught now, but at that time, I knew absolutely.
You self-taught what? What did you self-teach?
How to build websites. HTML. I'm now learning AI and machine learning.
So you can build websites and stuff. Can you build an app now?
I know how to manage the project of building an app.
Okay.
So right now we have several contracts with other small business and entrepreneurs where we manage their projects to help them build their own app.
Yeah.
So I know the language. I know what should be there. I haven't coded my own app yet. So.
I find it interesting though, because I think now, there's online courses and there's YouTube University, where you can learn all these things. And because I remember telling myself, I need to redo my website, and I just didn't want to depend on anybody else because we may edit it a lot, And I was like, why don't I just get on YouTube and see if they got a module to learn how to do WordPress or whatever. And I was like, it was simple, and then I told my son, you got to do this. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to do this. But no, that's pretty cool. So when you first started, how did you end up getting the app built then?
So I went on to Upwork and contracted with some developers in India. And I told them what my idea was. And I ended up flying to India the week before we launched. I went there, worked with them for a week, and then we actually launched from India in July of 2017.
So you didn't take no bus over to India?
No, I flew 21 hours, man. 21 hours flight. Woo! And I'm going back. I love it. We went to Chandigarh, India.
Okay. That don't mean nothing to me. But
so before you got into Nodat, what were you doing before that?
At AT&T, I was in loyalty and retention at the Batman building downtown. I was there for 10 years.
Oh wow! So that was like a complete shift. How long did it take you to leave from the corporate to doing your own?
I worked on the app for a year before I left AT&T, and we got to 10,000 downloads before I left.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was a hard decision.
So let me back up though. You flew. Where do you get the confidence
to fly to India?
Yeah, I'm just saying
So I didn't go alone.
Okay.
I had a one of my male friends went with me.
And I'm not even talking about. No. I'm not even trying to. So I'm not even talking about you going alone and by yourself and all that. I'm just saying as from an entrepreneur standpoint, even contracting somebody on Upwork, you didn't have to fly over there.
Well,
or did they ask you to come over?
They did ask us to come. They wanted us to meet with the VP of the company, because what we were at that point, we had been working with them for 6 months already, and so we knew them. We were working with Sky.
So you were, I got you.
Yeah, so we had already been working with them for 6 months, and so they asked us to meet with the VP of the company because we wanted to bring them on as the CTO partner of the app without having in the Upwork contract, and bring them on to the actual team.
Got you.
And so that's what we went over there and talked to them about.
And are you still working with them today?
No.
Okay.
No, our lead developer is still in Chandigarh, and he is part of the team.
Now, Chandigarh, I've never heard of it.
That's India.
I know. But that is that like a big tech hub?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
Silicon Valley, India.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I should know that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't.
Yeah, did you know that?
That's why I'm here. I'm here to learn.
Yeah. But But we worked with them for probably a year and a half, and what I remember is I specifically told them not to build me a Yelp. Specifically said that. So like when we first launched, we launched with our video reviews, and I did not want to Yelp. At that time, I knew that marketing was changing, and so we were looking at building this engagement platform that small businesses could use to say, hey, we'll give you 200 Nodat points in exchange for a video review. And then if you share it to social media, we'll give you an additional 100 Nodat points. That's what we asked them to build. And so they did build in the video reviews, but then they built in the written reviews and built in the Uber and like it was another Yelp, except it had video reviews. And so in doing more research with the customers that were on our platform, they specifically said, this is cool, but it's not solving our problem. And what we found is the problem that most small businesses have is that they are not generating repeat revenue. 92% of them are not generating repeat revenue, which is how you sustain a business. And so we then started focusing on, like, how do we solve this problem of small businesses not being able to generate consistent repeat revenue. And we spent about a year and a half talking to the businesses that were on our platform, conducting our own research, and then decided to build this all-in-one platform. So taking the acquisition part, which is the attracting customers and getting new customers, and then building in the retention part, but using that part to turn customers into influencers. So focused on those three things.
Yeah. So the app is available now. It's in stores in the like Apple Store and all that. Nodat, Nodat.
Yes.
So where are you now with the business? You had 10,000 downloads before you left AT&T.
Yeah.
So where are you now, and what kind of traction do you have as it relates to customers?
So we just hit 30,000 downloads last month. We have 13,000 registered users in Nashville. During the pandemic, we launched the all-in-one with the first phase, which is hot offers, which are the Snapchat-like mobile coupons. And then right now we're in development of the universal point system. We just closed a $35,000 pre-seed round with Sunset Ventures and Beta Boom Venture Academy. And we're about to open another round, which I can't say the amount publicly, but we're about to open another round in about 4 weeks.
Nice. Wow, that's amazing. So did you invest some of your own money to get started? Like, to buy the ticket to India?
Yeah.
And then at what point did you start raising money, and tell us about that journey?
So I didn't know anything about raising money when I first started this business. So I used all of my money. I had one friend who did invest $21,000 in the beginning, but the majority of it was my own funds. When I left AT&T, I had my 401k and then my savings. So I left with like $38,000 in savings. And then I ended up selling my 5-bedroom to fund it.
Wow.
And so because I didn't have any knowledge of how to build a a multi-billion-dollar tech company, because that's the goal when you build something like this. The goal is to get it to the point to where you're at this billion-dollar valuation. And so I didn't know how to do that when I first launched. So I wasted about $100,000.
Stepping out on faith.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you wasted $100,000. What, like, kind of trying to source contractors or build the app and stuff like that? Hiring
people, marketing. Marketing is marketing an app costs a lot of money, but you have to get the right people to do it. And so we focused on people here locally, and nothing against like what their skills are, or who we hired. It's just they didn't have experience in this type of building this type of company. And so we ended up wasting a lot of money on campaigns that we should not have run. And so that's where we made a lot of mistakes. And I've learned from a lot of that. So at first I beat myself up for a long time about the mistakes that I've made, but looking back, it's made me more a better leader for my company now, and also a better mentor. For entrepreneurs who I mentor now who are looking to turn their ideas into tech companies, specifically Black and women entrepreneurs. And then it has made me more coachable with the mentors and advisors that I work with. So.
No, that's cool. Woo! You waste $100,000. You better learn something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I was embarrassed, but have y'all heard of that TV startup called Quibo or Quibi? They lost like $80 million or something. They raised, I think it was actually in the billions. They raised billions of dollars without doing any market research.
Wow.
And lost it all. Like, I don't even think any of the investors actually got any of their money back.
But they still up and they still moving, right?
No, they shut down. Yeah, they shut down.
Because I saw their commercials and everything. Wow.
They shut down. But
That's
it's
crazy.
normal.
Well, I heard in the early days, LinkedIn was losing like $250,000 a month.
They don't tell you that, and that's why, we created our radio show, because in the beginning, before I started this, Instagram was hot, Facebook was hot, and everything that you see about the founders of these platforms was like overnight success, and they did this overnight. And Facebook was 10 years in the making. I remember Facebook when I was in college, and it was just specifically for colleges to keep up with what was going on, with what the professors were saying and what was going on campus. It wasn't what it is today. That was 10 years in the making. Instagram started out as a check-in app, right? And then it was a different name. Then they went to just doing photos. Then they went back to the check-in. Then they went back to the photos. That took them 3 years to figure out what is this app going to be. And even when they sold to Facebook, they got $1 billion with Facebook just because of the amount of users they had on the platform. They hadn't made $1. They didn't know. They didn't even know how they were going to monetize it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they said Instagram is worth well over $50 billion now.
Yeah.
Because they monetized it.
Yeah.
Facebook knew. It was like, yeah, we can monetize that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's amazing. But to have the grit, to keep pushing and all that. So can you say like how much money you've raised so far for Nodat?
So we've only raised outside financing the $35,000.
Okay.
What we've, as far as bootstrapping, it's been $185,000 of my own money plus the $35,000 that we just raised.
Yeah. So that is crazy. And then so what's next? What will be the next step for you? Like what do you need to do? You need to get a certain amount of customers, or do you need to complete this next round to raise funds, or what? So
we're on our path to our first 1,000 subscribers, and we have this monthly subscriptions at $50 a month, and then we have the annually, and we actually got our first business yesterday to pay the annual. Most businesses subscribe to the monthly.
Yeah, I love the annual payments. Yeah,
because you get the discount and it's done, said and done. But with the next round of funding, we're going to hire more people to our dev team, and make a lot of our part-time workers full-time.
Okay.
And then just focus on capturing a lot of the market here in Nashville, some new competition here in Nashville.
Hey, competition. You know what I'm saying? Keep you on your toes.
Yeah. And so we're focused on getting a lot of the market here first. So our goal is to not do what Yelp and Groupon and all them did. And I was telling an investor that I had pitched to yesterday, I'm actually kind of grateful for the fact that it's been hard to raise money as a Black tech founder, because it allowed me to go slow, and it allowed me to focus on the product to make sure that our competitive advantage is not only the features that we build, but also the value that we provide, and the fact that we actually solved the problem that they couldn't solve. And so that gave us more time, and we were not trying to figure out how to put money in our shareholders' pockets and making bad decisions and putting out products that wasn't valuable. So I was actually grateful to that because of that.
So what's the next market that you guys are looking to get into outside of Nashville?
So we launched in Jacksonville, Florida, and then the next 2 markets is going to be New York and Atlanta.
Oh, really? Hey, don't play small. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can in this, you can't play small, but you have to play smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, why did you choose Atlanta and New York?
Atlanta has a popping small business scene.
Okay.
And New York has a large small business scene. And there's so many different, so many different segments of New York that they already have like maybe 12 different local guides because you can't actually put like everything in one.
Yeah.
And so our focus is to get really, really niched to the businesses that are in New York, and only focus on that subset instead of trying to hit everybody.
So what are the businesses that can get the most value out of your app? Is it restaurants or is it?
It's restaurants, e-commerce brands, local retailers.
Okay.
We just talked to a client yesterday who I'm really excited about. It's a sports team who's going to be they're going to pilot it with us in May, and they'll have their discounted tickets on the app.
Cool.
And so what they'll do is run like really surprise and time sensitive deals for their games, and you can get a discount on a ticket, but you have to like really be like watching to see when this drops, so that you can catch it.
Because it's only going to be available for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between Nodat and like Ginuwine? You know, because there's some similarities, but I know yours is different. So like, kind of explain like the difference between.
Yeah. So we have about 4 key differentiators between Groupon and Yelp. Groupon, for one, doesn't have a component where the businesses can retarget the customers. So after someone accepts a new customer offer, they don't have a way to get back in touch with them.
Right.
And Groupon has created a lot of deal hopping customers, which has actually harmed a lot of small businesses and eat into their profit margin. Groupon charges 50% of the revenue from a small business, where we're subscription based. And so we did that because small businesses, there's 3 things that in our research that we learned small businesses that are important to them, and that's time is a very important asset to small businesses. They don't have a lot of knowledge or skill set to do the type of marketing that these enterprise companies do. And then resources, like their money is funny most of the time as a small business. And so we focused on building the platform to where we solve those 3 things. And so with acquisition, we made sure that they will be able to target the customer again, to start building that repeat revenue. With the skill set and the knowledge gap, the AI and machine learning that we're building in this next phase will take data from their existing platforms that they're using and basically spit out and say, hey, this is what you need to be promoting right now at this time. And then keeping it affordable for them with that fixed rate marketing cost.
So it's pretty much you using like a lot of algorithms to kind of like drive like customers or clients, connect them like that.
Focused on repeat revenue, focused on it being easy for the business owner and affordable. So those 3 things that are important to small businesses, that's what we focused on. And Groupon and them, they don't, and they couldn't because they have this large overhead, right? And so they have to charge this amount of money in order to run,
So people get turned off by Groupon. That's probably why they got Tiffany Haddish to run like commercial ads for them. She was the commercial for them. Like
that's the overhead they paying for. They had to pay her.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And that's the thing. Like I can't remember. There is like Kia. Remember when Kia first came out? They were like bare bone. Remember
The
that?
car?
The car.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
They were bare bone, right? And exactly, but everybody said, man, this car isn't gonna last. It's ridiculous. All of it doesn't even have a radio in it.
Yeah.
All it is a car that gets you from A to B, right? That's us. Like we don't have all.
But Kia got radios now.
They do now because they did it the right way. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so looking at the long term, our long term goal, which I haven't told anybody what the end goal is, except for like our investor. But looking
Is
at
that a secret?
it is
Oh,
because
okay.
yeah, it's,
You know I was about to
it's
say.
proprietary.
You told us one secret already today.
I tell
About
you.
your name?
Well, yeah, that has nothing to do with our competitive edge. But
Gotcha.
yeah, you see the long term goal and then you work backwards from that.
Reverse engineer it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of startups try to build that end goal in the beginning, which that was one of the mistakes. That's how I lost, so much money. I tried to build it all at one time.
Wow, that's a great lesson, like for entrepreneurs though, because you can't do everything at once, especially when you first begin, because you have limited time, limited resources, and there's levels to this. You know what I mean? So no, that's a great message. I want us to have a practical takeaway though, and that is one, but for your business that you're looking for subscribers, right?
Yeah.
So in the market you're looking for subscribers at is Nashville,
And Jacksonville,
Florida. Okay. So small businesses that are looking for repeat customers. At the end of the day, repeat customers are going to help us build a sustainable and a growing business. So if that's you, check out Nodat.
Yeah. At an affordable rate too.
Yeah, so do they just need to download the app or do they go to the website?
So for businesses, it's web-based, so they would go to the website.
Okay, so the website is nodatplace.com, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a promotion that you're running to if you first sign up with Nodat?
Yeah. Well, through my tech, it's 3 months free, but the regular promotion is 30 days free.
Okay. All right, so you know what to do. All right, we connected with the right people. All right, so we want to add that value and extend that value. But y'all check out Nodat, download the app, go to nodatplace.com for your business, become a subscriber, and help your business grow. I always love businesses that help other businesses grow. You know what I mean? That add some type of value like that. So that's what this is.
That's why it's called Nodat. Like, hey, did you know that?
Oh.
No, I knew that though.
Well,
I was gonna say.
I'm like, dang, what you playing me for? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So.
Yeah, you want your customers to know that, and know that is an action word. So when your customers talk about you on social media, when they spend money with you, when they download your content, anything, that's a know that. Yeah.
Do you have a slogan for the company?
It's did you know that?
Come on, man. Did you know that? Hey, that D-A-T, D-O-D-A-T.
Yeah.
We no question. Where are you from?
I'm from here, from Nashville.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school? High school?
Anyhow.
You went to college too?
I went to TSU for undergrad for the first my first 3 years, and then I had to switch to Cumberland University.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with Cumberland.
No, I love Cumberland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But people always say,
People
always say like, why did you go from HBCU to?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's all
I
good,
love my
man.
HBCU.
Can you give like one future entrepreneur like a tip, like to inspire them or
Oh man, there's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna tell you that what you want to do you cannot do. You have to find the why and why you want to do it, and it has to be bigger than yourself. Like for me, my why, there are several reasons why I keep going, even though I failed, even though I've been told by investors that because I'm a Black woman, I won't be successful. But I know that there is a problem for small businesses that have not been solved. I know that's always an answer to every problem. And so that's one of the reasons why I continue to go, because the problem hasn't been solved. Another reason why I continue to go is because I want to see more Black people. I want more Black people to see Black people in positions like this, and taking the risk to solve real world problems. So as long as you are attached to a why that's bigger than you, you'll be able to withstand when people tell you that you can't do what it is that you are aiming to do.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's a great note to leave it on as well. Aireka, we appreciate you. Appreciate your time.
Yes.
And coming through. I love seeing people thrive in technology and create new things and add value like you're doing. So keep it happening. Keep pushing. And I know every day isn't glorious, but I have a vision for you, which I won't keep a secret. I see you as a big, impactful entrepreneur in technology.
Manifesting. Yes.
And I see that because of, it's not even like the tech knowledge, it's because of, your energy and your spirit and the principles that you're working by. So
thank you.
Appreciate your work and keep it going.
That means a lot coming from you. Seriously.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's
The
real.
great Bill McCleskey.
You know what I'm saying? I be telling people I'm great. They like, dude.
Humility, right?
You know what I mean? I'm so humble. No, I appreciate it. Hey, on the real, because I know how challenging it is to start a business.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't, tried to raise money. I haven't raised money like you. But I do know how challenging it is in technology, in this space. And I'm not building software or an app, but a lot of the rooms and circles that I walk into and work in, there's not a lot of people that look like me, or us.
Yeah.
So,
I went to one of your sales trainings, and in that training you had us envision ourselves at a specific point in time. And in that training, I envisioned myself winning 40 under 40.
Okay.
And we had to write, our speech or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I actually won 40 under 40 last year.
That is crazy.
Awesome.
You know why I do that? Because I used to do that every day when I started my business. I would meditate and spend like 3 to 5 minutes, imagining or visualizing myself either winning an award or getting some type of recognition as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And then I would reverse engineer that. Okay, so what do I need to do today to get there? And so that's why I have people do that in my sales boot camp, because you got to see it. You got to have that vision.
Yeah.
Or your why that's going to propel you forward.
And it works.
That's why you say discipline
Pays dividends,
Yeah.
no question.
It works.
But that's amazing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you did that.
I'm just full of Nodats. No.
You know what? I'm gonna start something called Knew That. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So we can down. Hey, get that. Did you know that? No, I knew that. We can just kind of go back and forth. I'm joking.
Seriously, that's what we want people to do. It's like when somebody says, "Man, I need to get a new couch." So man, you need to know that. Like, go on there and see if somebody offering a discount, or like if there's a big sale going on with a furniture company. Like that's what we want people saying instead of did you know that? No, we're not.
Let's go. All right, y'all. We appreciate it. Holla.